Now that we know what our prospects and clients want to hear from us, and we developed our words and phrases and concepts on how to speak, now how do we employ our new brand into our networks and extend our brands? First, what do I mean by networking? Every day we meet people in different non-business settings. And as a professional, it's up to us to have an approach for each identified network. Remember, our process starts with our ability to prospect. I've asked for decades, what's the hardest thing that we all have to do? What's the answer? Net new assets. So starting from day one, and for the rest of our careers, each one of us has two basic strategies: people that we know and people that we do not know. Now, the average person knows 355 people. And there's 8 billion people in the world. So we don't prospect 8 billion people. 10% own 91% of the stocks. So 90% can go away, right? 7% have enough money to hire an FA. Okay. 93% can go away. Now, these people that we work with, 7% of the people in this country have an accountant, and 1.5% have an estate planning attorney. Now, if you take the average FA who starts in the business, anybody in the business, if you do no prospecting outside the people that you know, okay? You know you have 355. Go to the middle column. You got 17 of the 25, 7% of 355 is 25 people you're going to get that are worth having as clients, which is 17 between 1 and 500,000, 3 under 1 million, 4 under 1.5, 2, and well, very few people, very few financial advisors have over $10 million relationship. Now, anecdotally, I have clients who have 35, 27, 18, 12, 8. So just me, I don't know the numbers. You can ask and go up to your organization, but I believe that 70, 80, 90, 95% of the FAs and don't have one relationship over $10 million, okay? And that's where all of the work is done. I mean, all the wealth management, estate planning is. So this is about how we target high net worth and ultra high net worth relationships so that we can learn how to speak to them so that they will hear us, which is critical. Remember, everyone has high walls. Rich people have higher walls than medium income and poor people. The trick with rich people is the first thing you have to do is get over the wall. All right. Now, there's 6 basic networks that we work with every single day, okay? Some we're very good at, some we're not so good at. You need to identify them and work on all of them. The internal networks, we're not going to work on today. This is done in a different spot, but it is also a referral network. Your manager can refer you, okay? It has happened many times. I was branch manager. I referred FAs all the time. Another FA can be referred to you. Could be a language thing, could be an expertise, 401k or insurance or whatever. FAs do refer. And centers of expertise, you work with all these people in the firm. What do they think of you? Will they refer you? These are referral sources. You need to work on that. But today, we're going to work with the extra, the people that we know and the people that we don't know, okay? Now, the internet's come along. Depending on when you want to put the age on it, I personally think it was introduction of the iPhone 2007, I think, okay? So since then, every business has changed, and it's be ludicrous for us to believe that our business hasn't changed, okay? So I don't teach cold calling. I don't know why anyone would bother. So if you want to be successful in the internet age, you know, cold calling is like hunting. Networking is like farming. You have to be more of a farmer in today's world than you were in the old world where we would just cold call. And there's multiple reasons for that. We can talk about another time, all right? So when you look and you see that 80% of the sales are done after the 5th and the 12th contact, the question is how do you do 5 to 12 contacts? Now, HBR, Harvard Business Review, tells us that to close a prospect, you need 7 quality touches: face-to-face, telephone, social media, or text. You have 4, okay? Any combination and thereof works. So the point is how many touches can you get on somebody with some kind of meaningful information, right? And all of these are equally important and they're equally effective. Okay. The iPhone was June 27, 2007. I mean, I'm an elderly man. I cannot remember the days before I had an iPhone stuck in my hand. It is what it is. And it's just so relatively new, 15 years. I know we've learned a lot. We've come a long way. We learn a lot every day, but there are very few experts. You go on YouTube and you try to figure out how you're going to do this on social media and everything, and who pops up? You get pop up some 19-year-old, 14-year-old, 25-year-old, doesn't matter. There are no quote unquote experts. You don't have McKinsey out there teaching social media. It is what it is, okay? So truly, fail forward is applicable to each and every one of us. In other words, try, okay? I try. Okay, connecting to your network. So how do we identify and develop campaigns? And when I say campaigns, how do we speak to somebody to develop vibrant networks? First rule, one message, one brand. We have multiple different kinds of clients, okay? Different kinds of professions that they're in, ages, kids, it's infinite, okay? There's only one of you, only one brand. What's your brand? And how do you sell to somebody? Now, with all the difference of all these people we know, there's different approaches. And there's different medias you should use to approach certain people. And so there's different touches. Some people may not react to a social media or a text where they will to a phone call and a face-to-face meeting. These are the things that you have to figure out for each one of your networks. So we have a primary network, a secondary network, and a tertiary network. Let's look into all 3 of them. Primary network are critical to us, right? Because they have direct access to our clients and they are part of a shared strategy. What's that strategy? We believe every person has one strategy. In that strategy, there are 3 components: investments, taxes, and estate planning. So an accountant and an estate attorney have direct access to our clients, whether we know about it or not, okay? They are part of a shared solution, whether we're talking to them or not, all right? So their goal, our goal, is to become their value-added partner. So let's say you're at a party, doesn't matter, or a child's event. You have a glass of wine in your hand, and you figure out the person you're talking to is an accountant. What do you say to them? You have something that you plan, right? You could say, hey, why don't you refer me, or I can refer you some clients when we talk, or something like that. Or you could say, hey, my name's Danny. I'm a senior member of the ABC group, and we have just lost our accountant in your area. And we believe in one client, one strategy. And our strategy is made up of 3 components: taxes, investments, and estate planning. And I want to know, would you like to meet with us to see if you're a fit with our team? Estate attorney. State attorney, they use 3 things, right? They use trust, insurance, and alternatives. So let's say you have the alternative director. Okay, let's have the alternative director, which means to you that I've been trained in tax strategies using alternatives, and I'd be glad to meet with you to discuss the different strategies available. Okay. Secondary networks. They have direct access to our clients, but they only sell a product or do a one-off service. What are we talking about? A real estate agent. You don't buy a house every day. You don't trade. You don't talk to them all the time. You could do it several times in your lifetime, but it's not something you do constantly. It's a one-off. So if you meet a real estate agent, what do you say to them? What does a real estate agent care about? They care about funding. Okay. So in today's market, maybe you want to talk about the 5-year interest rate only. You do that, you can refinance later when interest rates go down. Or, have your clients ever considered using a portfolio loan to buy their place in cash and get a lower price and then refinance later? Well, let's say it's a divorce attorney that you meet at the party. What would you say to them? I would say, hey, listen, I'm a senior member of the ABC group. And as part of our services that we offer to divorce attorney, we have a total financial discovery packet that we do for the divorce attorney, which we give to you for free. If you'd like, I can send you an example of it tomorrow from my office. When I get there, you can call me if you have an interest. What do you say? You got to make up your own mind. Okay. Tertiary networks. These are the people that you know, right? Your family, friends, you don't really know how to approach them, okay? So what you do is you form whoever you're going to touch. Remember something, you don't pick your social media. People pick their social media. So you have to be. So if there's 5 social media that your clients, you're here, right? You have to be on all 5. You can't say to everybody, hey, I only use Instagram, or I only use TikTok, or I only use Facebook. It's not the way it goes. We're the professionals. We get paid money. Our job is to be accessible however people want to access us, right? So when you get your friends, your schoolmates and everything, and you want to close them, but you don't want to sell them because you don't want them to say no. And say, we all know what this is like, okay? What do? You send them information that you think is relevant, whether it's on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis, it doesn't matter. You think about what you're doing. Do not send out the firm stuff. Everyone knows it is. I have so many FAs as clients, so I'm on with them on LinkedIn and on their other social media. I can tell. I don't read anything that the firm puts together. Neither does anybody else. Social media and our networks. Now look, I'm going to show you some data maps. It's just to show you on how different the social media networks are. Facebook, 43% of all sales are last touch on Facebook. They have 60 million business pages. They're big, but look at how the data is. It's around 1 person, okay? Now this is a LinkedIn network. Notice how the data map is. It's by organization. So when you're looking at your data maps and you're deciding how am I going to reach out and touch somebody, okay, on LinkedIn, you have to do it by organization, all right? And then LinkedIn tells us the most popular articles are between 1,900 and 2,000 words and industry papers. This is what people read on LinkedIn, which makes total sense. It's a professional network. So when they go there and you have a really professional piece for them to read that is additive and is value added to them, they're going to read it. Put out the right stuff. Stop saying happy birthday to everybody. Twitter. Now here's a COI network. So if you write down, geez, I got these 5, 6, 7 COIs, where are they located? Are they on Twitter? Are they on anything else? And they have followers, they tweet and so forth. So you want to tweet into them and have them tweet out to their people who follow them. That's it. The COIs extend your reach. Twitter is an extension of that. Now this is Instagram. Instagram is done by hashtag. And you can tell, look at the swooping lines between hashtags, okay? So video, images, and hashtags are connected by hashtag. Real estate agents love Instagram. Why? They walk through the place with their phone and they say, oh, look at the bedroom, look at this, and they post it. That's what they do. So get on Instagram with your real estate agent. So what do you have to work on? You have one client, you, one brand, you, but the expertise that you, the professional, has to develop is what is your strategy approach for each one of the social media that your clients are using to talk to you. That's all you have to do. That's what you have to figure out. Okay. Now that we've done that, then we're going to get pinged on our networks. And when they ping us, now we have to talk to the client. And that will be the next video. Thank you very much.